Now, we're going back to our story. What has Jessica discovered about Bernard's family history?
I've traced the family back 8 generations.
Have you really? Well done.
I think our family has a strong culture and tradition that goes way back into history.
Oh, good.
Well, tell us. Well, first, this side of the family, we're from Grimsby.
From where?
From Grimsby, in the northeast of England.
Grimsby.
For over 200 years, they were fishermen.
How interesting.
On this side of the family, great Uncle John worked in the textile industry in Manchester. It was right at the start of the Industrial Revolution. And you know what? He became a shaker and emigrated to America.
He became a what?
A shaker. That was his religion.
How very odd.
So interesting, don't you think?
What is?
Well, on the one hand, there's religion, and on the other hand, there's fish. Don't you want to come with me to Grimsby and discover your family heritage?
Well, frankly, Jessica, I don't think I do.
They haven't got the same interests at all, have they?
No, and poor Bernard was quite shocked. Se quedó bastante sorprendido when Jessica told him about his family history.
This side of the family, we're from Grimsby.
This side of the family were from Grimsby.
Great Uncle John worked in the textile industry in Manchester.
Trabajaba en la industria textil. Not the history that Bernard wanted.
And what did Jessica say were the 2 most interesting things about the family?
On the one hand, there's religion.
Por un lado está la religión. On the one hand, there's religion.
And on the other, there's fish.
Y por otro está el pescado. And on the other, there's fish.
On the one hand, on the other.
Now we're going to look at some language that's very useful when you're describing traditions. Es importante saber describir bien cualquier cosa.
I'm sure you know these words. Who and which.
Your second cousin, the one who lives in America.
Who? The one who lives in America. Utilizamos who cuando nos referimos a personas.
You probably thought we lived in a little cottage which had a thatched roof.
Which. A little cottage which had a thatched roof. Un tejado de paja. Utilizamos which cuando se trata de cosas.
And do you remember that? Pero se puede utilizar that en lugar de who y which al referirnos a personas o cosas.
For example, you can say, your second cousin, the one that lives in America.
And here you can say, a little cottage that had a thatched roof.
I think our family has a strong culture and tradition that goes way back into history.
Una cultura sólida y una tradición que se remontan a tiempos históricos. Our family had a strong culture and tradition that goes way back into history.
What can you say instead of that? You can say which. A strong culture and tradition which goes way back into history.
But that's all we have time for.
You've learned a lot of new language today. To practice some of it, imagine that some British friends are visiting Spain for the first time.
Yes, plan an itinerary for them to show them some of your favourite traditions and festivals. Make sentences like this. First, we're going to see Las Fallas de Valencia. Then we're going to... and so on.
Remember, do it
Do it out loud and in English.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.